Alright guys, and we are back with more Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations, about to perform our first cross-examination of the game. So let's do it. I admit, I was there. Hold it, boy! When you say there, you mean the place where the victim was murdered? Yeah, sort of. The place where something happened anyway. Something you can't hide would happen. We have photographic evidence. Anyway, Mr. Wright. What were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Swallow. It was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident. A coincidence, huh? He says he's not a killer and all he did was find the body. Let's press him. Let's press everything. You said you found the body, so who called the police? Huh? Unfortunately, it was some other students that notified the police. Other students? That's correct. They were witnesses. Witnesses who saw the defendant standing there next to the body and shot. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, he's a killer, he's a killer! What? Is this true, Mr. Wright? Are you a killer? Could you stop sneezing every time you are in a bind? Well, it's true, I was pretty shocked when I found the body. But, I swear, I hardly knew the guy to begin with. All that... So you didn't know his face or even his name, right? Right! Well, no. That is, I mean... So which is it? Did you know him or not? Now see here, you can't avoid answering the questions by sneezing all day. Oh well, I guess I did know his name. News to me. Why didn't he tell me that before? I heard he used to date Dolly. Who is this Dolly person? Ah, yes. This would be the defendant's lover, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh, I see. Ah, young love, so bittersweet. But that's all I knew about him, I swear, man! I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe, thinking he's all great and Super Smash Brothers whenever we play. Hey, calm down, man. Mr. Wright, you stated that the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin. Oh, I completely messed up that last sentence. I hardly knew this guy to begin with. That's right. I mean, why would I even... But you said you didn't even know his name. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? I'm pointing my finger at you vigorously. Say something. Well, Mr. Wright? Oh no, it wasn't me. I'm not the killer, I swear. Gavel! Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is that you knew the victim, or how is it that you knew the victim, as you put, as a British wannabe? The British wannabe. He was always walking around with a huge, what is that, Union Jack on the back of his shirt? Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean? Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why I figured he must love British stuff, you see? It's true, cross my heart. I swear to goodness. I swear I didn't do it. Please believe me. He's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night. May I ask you something, Miss Faye? Yes, Your Honor. What is it now? Who is this person anyway? This Union Jack fellow? The Union Jack is the name of the flag of England. Oh, I see. So you mean like the Stars and Stripes, right? As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me. Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this bit just now? Mia, there is a contradiction here! Mr. Grossberg! Quickly now, show that boy you mean business, with evidence I mean. Oh, okay. Check the court record carefully. Oh, my dear, do you think you can manage on your own at this point? I can handle myself. Yeah. 1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. I promise you. I can do it. I can handle this. You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia. I'll be fine. I know what I have to do. Remember, you can always press him to get more information. Oh, and one more thing. When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof. Okay, Mia. One more time now, from the very beginning of his testimony. Green bars, gel bars, candy bars, soap bars, rat bars, bars for days. I got bars for days. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. He was always around, blah, 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 blah. Duh, duh. Let's see, can we present anything to him? Did he even have the Union Jack on his freaking back? On the back of his shirt! How can you see the back of his shirt when he's wearing a damn jacket? Boy, don't even talk to me, boy! You contradicting motherfucker! Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back. Miss Faye, is there some point to this line of questioning? Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing written on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute! He's wearing a leather jacket! The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket! Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me! Please forgive me! Oh my god, he's crying like a little bitch! Mia, you made our client cry! Let him! That P on this chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anywhere! Ooh, get him! Get him! Damn! Damn, Mia! She said, don't even talk to me, boy! The P don't stand. That was the biggest burn in the Phoenix Wright game I've seen. I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong. That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime. Ugh. Uh-oh, did I go too far? By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? Yeah, I took some, but was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X, huh? Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. He lost it. Does this even have anything to do with the case? Or maybe, did he drop it at the scene of the crime? Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Huh? Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo. Or, I'd like you to take a... What is it? Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene. Oh my god. What's this? It's the victim's hand. It's Cold Killer X! Now hold on a minute. But even I got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment. It could have belonged to the victim. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid this argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belonged to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints were all over it. What? Oh my god, he's the killer! Kill him! Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine, dropped by Mr. Wright, and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify the killer as Phoenix Wright, but if he did that, wouldn't Doug Swallow's fingerprints be all over the bottle? Oh my god, this doesn't make sense! Gavel, gavel, gavel! Order, order in the court! Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence to the court. Very well. The court will accept them into the record. Crime photo 2 added to the court record. Go Killer X added to the court record, yo! Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken. Broken? Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all this? This is really bad. Oh, my buttocks, my poor hemorrhoid. Nobody wants to hear about your disgusting hemorrhoids. Shut up, old man. What really happened? Look, the truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 245 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3, we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Around lunchtime, huh? Mr. Wright, that's completely different than the testimony you gave previously. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible. Miss Faye, please begin your cross-examination. Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies. What really happened? Stare down. The truth is... Shut up! Hold it, boy! Had you ever met the victim before then? No, never! But... that day, he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. And this Dolly person is? It's kind of embarrassing. She's my sweetheart, you know. Oof! What was that for, Mia? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden. Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murderer victim, Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is. So it was one of those nasty love triangles. I see. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 245 behind that building. So let's actually look at our evidence a little bit. Let's look at the time of death. Date and time of death, 4/9 at 3 p.m. So agreed to meet at 245 beyond. At 2:45 they met behind the building. Okay. So let's press them. Order, boy! Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and we were both there right on time. You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct? Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU. An alchemist, I see. I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. Filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. Ho, how fascinating. It sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man. What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more details. About the pharmacology department. Let's ask about the timing of the meeting. So you are absolutely certain you met at 2:45? Yeah, pretty sure that's the time class ends. But they're always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much. Experiments? Yeah, those pharmacology guys are always in the lab whooping something up. Well, looks like he's right about the time anyway. Witness, let's go on with your testimony. Wait, let's press it again. Let's press that previous one again. Hold it! Was it Mr. Swallow who... How can I skip the text? Here we go. About the pharmacology department. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department. Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though. A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high-voltage electricity. That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high-voltage cables everywhere. High-voltage cables, huh? Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high-voltage cables run overhead around the roof. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3, we split up. But that was the time of death, bro. So, what was it you were talking about? You know, that maybe we should hang out again sometime. Hang out again sometime? I wish that were true. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. Press him on everything! So you say you went back? Yeah, that's when I found the body, duh. Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him? Well, that's right, I was. Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there? This ain't a good look, Phoenix. This ain't a good look at all. I thought maybe we could make up. Make up? Bruh, you expect us to believe this shit? Like, bruh, you really expect us to believe that shit? I kinda believe that you would believe this shit. Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this. I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days. It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of the year, isn't it? Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. Guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in spring, huh? I know how that is, Phoenix. I do it all the time. I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine? Well, I always took one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. You know what, let's check the court record and look at the Cold Killer X credentials. Found clutched in the victim's hand, covered in Wright's fingerprints. Can we look at it a bit more? Nope. Alright. Well, I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch? Huh? What did that have to do with anything? You can never be too sure. I always eat with Dolly. Just the 2 of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious. Ouch! Why did you punch me in the jaw? Oh, I'm sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. Gavel! What is this bullshit? I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason. I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either. Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. What do you mean? I knew it was too much work for a little girl. However, there is one mystery that still remains. There is, Your Honor? Yes. How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct? Well, that is, You're correct, Your Honor. So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this smelling like a rose. Let's try to establish a murder method. We have to, right? So let's do it. Your Honor! Yes, Miss Faye? I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died. That would be most impressive. Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court. An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence. Of course I know that. Actually, I had totally forgotten about that. Gavel! Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. How was he electrocuted? We gotta prove him. We gotta prove how he got electrocuted. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. Oh, let's look at the time. It looks like it was... That's the shorthand. The shorthand was on... I think the shorthand was on 3. No. The shorthand was on like 3 something. Maybe he took like some of the down pills. Found clutching the victim's hand, covered in Wright's fingerprints. Date and time of death: 4/9 at 3 p.m. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. Oh, look at that. There's a wire in the background. It fell down. Look at that. There's a cord. It ripped. The cord ripped. So maybe we should present this photo. As for the cause of death, I say this picture captured it quite well. What? The cord. But there is nothing that even remotely resembles a murdering weapon there. The power cord, dummy. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, where exactly in this photo is a murder weapon? Right here, dummy. Right there. Well, naturally, it's right here. That's... What is that? A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard? The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere. So then, the high voltage cables... Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation. That certainly sounds plausible. Yeah, okay, I'll give it to you. You're a rookie, but you know what? I'll give it to you. I gotta give you props for that. Well, Mr. Prain, what do you think? Well, I believe some praise is in order. Don't toy with me, old man. Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what it really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was the defendant. Calm down. That much is certainly true. Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish Mr. Wright as the murderer. You do? Well, what is it? His fingerprints. Oh boy. Fingerprints. You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well. Ah, you mean... Yes. It was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand. What? I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable. Oh my god. Gavel. Order in my court. That's enough. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Stick a fork in us, we're done. Mr. Grossberg! My hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over, Mia. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him. No, you're wrong! Mr. Wright is innocent. No, not in my house, you don't get to say that. No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt. Your Honor! Gavel! At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict on this case. Hold it, damn it! Do you have something further to add, Miss Faye? damn right! Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth, the whole truth! If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict! But I just can't say it! If I told you that what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney, you can trust me! Trust in me! We get this old theme back. Oh shit. We get to see a glimpse of Phoenix's face. No matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you, and I'll represent you to the very end. We've already established that the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything. Brr. Wait a minute! Mr. Wright? I'll tell you what really happened. No! I've already told you, Mr. Wright, there's no need for further. Brr. I did it. I admit it, I pushed him! It's my fault. My fault that Doug Swallow is dead. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, you're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! She's not stupid! Don't talk about her like that! Ooh. Oh my god! He's gonna kill me next! I feel it! Damn! What you just said, was that the truth? Because if it was, man, that was savage. Savage indeed. Yes, I was afraid. Afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure. Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are. Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you. Oh, thanks. I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim. Feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake. When I push the victim, next time on Phoenix Wright. God damn it! My hemorrhoids! They won't stop acting up! Gavel, gavel, gavel! Objection! 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 Gavel, 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 gavel! Next time on Phoenix Wright. Don't miss the action.